It is time to record the December currently inked, which is a day that I look forward to all month. So this past month, these are the pens that I had inked up and the inks that I had them inked with. I did have 3 pens that were added to my collection during the course of the month. One was the TWSBI Eco Glow Purple, which I inked up with Diamine Harmony. The other was the Pelican Twist in Pearl, and that's inked up with Sailor Itazora. And then the Ferris Wheel Press Roundabout, which is a ballpoint pen that utilizes fountain pen ink, and that's inked up with Ferris Wheel Press Storied Blue. So there's a number of pens that will be carrying forward into this month because I didn't finish them up, but I did finish up the Iwi Concision, the Pilot Prera, the Central Pen 5270, the Sailor, which I had noted as a 1911, but I realized it's actually a Pro Gear Slim, the Lamy Studio, my Kaveco collection, the Delight brass pen, Pilot Kakuno, Angel Shop, and yeah, the rest will carry forward. So I'm going to put this away and I'm going to go through all of the pens that are continuing first. So I have them in this pen case right here. And then I will introduce some of my new ones for December, which I did choose what I feel to be December holiday themed inks. So not my typical gray, blacks, gray purple, gray blue, gray green. There'll be a little bit more of a pop of color. So the first one up, and this is getting close. This is my 3rd month with this pen. There's just a little bit left. I might actually be able to finish it this month. But the TWSBI Yep, we're going to cross it out. We're going to start over because I want to do a little scribble blob. This is an extra fine nib, and it's inked up with Sailor Ink Studio 1, 2, 3. Next is the TWSBI Glow Purple, Purple Glow, Glow Purple. That's also an extra fine. And this is inked up with Diamine Harmony. And the Diamine Harmony is actually from the Ink Vent 2021. Now these next 2 are kind of my standbys. I love, love, love these. Just want to make sure that I write the right name for ink. All right, so this is the Sailor 21 Carat, also in extra fine. And this is inked up with Diamine Earl Grey. Now there is going to be a lot of Diamine inks because, like I said, I tried to pick some holiday themed colors, and I did pick quite a few from Diamine Ink Vent. All right, the next one is Pilot E95S. Also in extra fine. And in this is the Jacques Herbin Grey Déoul. Which is the only ink I've had in this pen since I got it at the Commonwealth Pen Show in September, so just a few months, but at some point I probably should explore some other inks in here. All right, so then this next one is I'm calling it the Amazon Twisby Lamy knockoff. And this is supposed to be an extra fine nib, but it certainly is not. Now, look at how dirty this nib is. Like every time I open it, it is dirtier and dirtier. This is inked up with Noodlers 54th Massachusetts. Which I got this ink many years ago when I first got into fountain pens because I live in Massachusetts. So I thought that would be quite appropriate. Now this is one of my newer fountain pens in my collection, so I've inked it up once and I'm working through that ink. So this is the Pelican Twist in Pearl. And this is a fine nib, and it is inked up with Sailor Itazora, which this nib, while it is fine, it does allow me to see some of the chromo shading properties of this ink. So I like that. Again, one of my newer pens. This is going to sound silly, but I don't like that the text is oriented the way it is. I want to be able to hold it like this and have the text be upright. Maybe that's just me. Okay, so this is Ferris Wheel Press Roundabout, and it's inked up with Ferris Wheel Press Storied Blue. Okay. So now we're going to get into the new pen ink combinations for this month. So the first one, and a couple of things. First of all, this is one of my first fountain pens. Definitely my first gold nib pen. You can tell it's very well loved, very well used. And I've primarily only ever had black and gray ink in this pen. But I'm going to branch out. And I've mentioned that I'm exploring brown inks. So I chose Winter Spice, which is from Diamine 2021 ink vent. It's very dark. I had this nib tuned at the fountain pen show, and it's very scratchy, which I love. So Diamine. Winter Spice. All right, the next combination, again from the Diamine Ink Vent calendar. This was the 25th day, so the larger bottle, All the Best. And I'm pairing this one with the Ferris Wheel Press brush pen. And I believe this is a, oh, I thought it might be a fine. I think it's a fine. So this is the Ferris Wheel Press brush pen, inked up with Diamine, All the Best. You'll also notice that a lot of the pens I'm adding are in the white family. So the next one is the Kaweco Sport, inked up with Garland, also from the 2021 Diamine Ink Vent calendar. That's a pretty green. And this is with Diamine, was it Garland? Yes. Realized I forgot to put, pretty sure this is a fine. All right, and the last one, this one has a little bit of a story. So Christmas 2020, I received a gift from a colleague of 4 fountain pen inks. And it was my first time that I had received and tried out a Diamine ink. And this is one of the colors, Polar Glow, which I then found out later was part of an ink vent. And when I mean, certainly the box says ink vent, right? But the following year, I then got the ink vent calendar from that same colleague. And that's where it really kind of clicked in what the ink vent was. I have looked at the videos online for this year's ink vent. There's a couple of colors that are intriguing, but not enough to purchase the entire calendar. So I think I'll wait for some of the bottles to come out and just get maybe a bottle or two. But my Sailor Pro Gear Slim with a medium fine nib has Diamine Polar Glow. It seems a little watery. I wonder if when I rinsed out the pen, there was water in the nib. Diamine intrigued with the polar glow. I think it's probably really a little darker than how it's coming across here. Yeah, even that's just a little bit more saturated than that. So I think as I write with it, it will actually get a little bit darker. So yeah, those are the December inks for 2022. Thank you for watching.